Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and today we're going to make a Dollar Tree Easter shelf sitter. So I grabbed one of those wooden egg cutouts from Dollar Tree, one of the little picture frames that you find in the Crafter's Square section, a napkin that I had on hand. This is from the Christmas tree shop from last year, and then you can use any other kind of napkin that you have, some beading, some ribbon, a little rosette, some sage green chalk paint, and antique white acrylic paint, and you'll need some Mod Podge, and I didn't end up using the white chalk paint. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop this circle off of the top of the picture frame holder. Then I'm going to pull out the little nails using pliers. We're going to use this as a stand for our egg. You can leave the picture frame on if you want to and glue the egg right over it. It actually does fit, so if you choose to do it that way, you can. So the first thing I'm going to do is paint the beveled edge only of the egg with the sage green chalk paint. And I get the sage green chalk paint at Hobby Lobby. Once I had the edge of the egg painted, I'm going to paint my stand with the same sage green chalk paint. And here it is all painted. And I'm going to set that aside and let that dry while I work on the egg. I'm going to take the antique white and I'm going to paint the top of the egg with the antique white. So just the top, not the edges. I'm going to try not to get any on my sage green paint. If I do, I can just go back and touch it up. Once I have it all painted and it's dry, I'm going to take my napkin and I'm going to peel apart the plies. And I'm going to lay it on just to get an idea of where I want the design to be. Then I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I'm going to lay the napkin right on top of my Mod Podge, and I'm going to wait for it to dry that way. So I'm just going to place it where I want it and then just smooth it out with my fingers. Once it was fully dry, I took a sanding block that I got at the Dollar Tree and just lightly went around the edges to pull off the excess paper. And I don't want to ruin the paper because I'm going to take the floral part of the paper and we're going to use that in the next step. And there it is, all sanded down. And how adorable is that? So next I'm going to take that floral paper that was left on the napkin and I'm just going to Mod Podge it to the bottom of my stand. So I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and lay it down, then I'm just going to lay the napkin on there. And I'm just going to take a paintbrush with a little bit of water on it to kind of pull apart my design without ripping the paper. So I'm just going to stick that on and press it all down. I'm going to peel off the paper using the water on my paintbrush. So I'm just going to use that as my guide. And this just allows the paper to tear easier. I'm just going to continue doing that all the way around the whole bottom of my little stand. When I was finished, I put a coat of Mod Podge over the whole top of it, and then I waited for it to dry, and then I'm just going to sand off the excess. Once you have it all sanded down, I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to take my egg, and I'm going to take that beading that I had, and I'm just going to hot glue that all around the beveled edge. And I started at the bottom, and then went around, and then ended at the bottom. I'm just going to take a bead of glue and just run my beading around the whole egg. I'm just going to snip off the end and make sure it's all in place. And how adorable is that? Next, I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm going to hot glue my egg right to my little stand. So I'm just going to add some hot glue and then glue it on. And I'm going to hold it in place until it's dry and secure. And how cute is this? Next, I made a little bow out of the lace ribbon that I had. I'm just going to hot glue that right to the top of the egg. Then I'm going to add my little rosette right to the center of that. And then this project is all done. I think this turned out so super cute. It would look great on a tiered tray or just sitting on a shelf. This would also make a super cute gift. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, please don't forget to spread the chaos. Thank you guys for watching.